Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Know About Embedded Systems. So in today's video, we're going to understand one important program, that is your assembly language program. So how to develop an assembly language program for your ARM Cortex, that part we will understand. Program like this it is. So we want to add two numbers in assembly language program for your ARM Cortex. So how to do, let us see here. So before doing that, if you're a new viewer to my channel, kindly subscribe my YouTube channel, click on bell icon and share this videos to your friends and colleagues. So guys, if you want to add two numbers in our assembly language program, we required two datas. So that's what you are seeing. So if you want to add two numbers, you can see here. So this is my data number one, nothing but data one and data two, and this is your summation. This is your summation. So when you want to develop a assembly language program, you should have number one, that's data number one, data number two, and you should also know where it is stored. Okay, so example here I'm considering the memory location as 1 followed by 7 zeros. This is the memory location where my byte 1 is stored, or my number 1 is stored, and this is my location, that is 1004, where my second number is stored. So I want to perform addition, and then I want to store the result into the memory location 1008. So this is a simple algorithm how to develop the program that we will see now. So if you want to develop the program, you should have at least one software, that is our Keel. Keel is the best to develop the program, even for assembly level programming and even for embedded C programming. So this is a Keel. You can take Keel version 4 and 5, anything is fine. So now I will create a project for assembly. Go here. So this is your project. Go here and create a new project, and you can give some name here, test one, something like this, or else, yeah, here you can give the name test one. Save it, and you can select your microcontroller which you want to work on. I want to work on with NXP. Click on this and just to select your microcontroller number 1768. Code will be added here. Yeah, so this is your startup code. So this is not required for us. Now you take here, go here and then select your text file and save the program as add1 or add2.asm. You can give the extension as .asm. This is very important. So you can give addition of two numbers and then followed by extension of .asm. So click on OK. So this is how you're going to create a new file. Now we will develop the program. So as I said already, so you need to know where your first number and second numbers are stored. You can see this is my first number, this is my second number. The first number is stored in the memory location 1000, and then second number is stored in 1004. So we have to take this address and then we have to add, and we'll, so now come back here. So before starting the program, we have to type some mandatory things, that is called like this: area, my code. So this is my mandatory things before starting your assembly language code. Then entry, then export underscore main. So this is a mandatory code we have to use before starting of any assembly language programming. So load num1 address 0. So this instruction, or this LDR stands for load. Okay, LDR stands for load. This address, whatever you're mentioning here, that address will be loaded to R0 register. So that's what I have indicated in the previous slide. So first you load the source address, and then I need to, so this I will come back later. So first I am loading, and so what I will do here is, after loading the source address, I will take the number. So load the number num1 to the register R1. Okay, I'm going to use one more register called as R1, and the memory, the data which is present here, 111, that I will load to the register R1. Okay, so how to do, now I'll show you. LDR, this again load register R1 followed by the square bracket R0. Okay, so this what you are seeing on the screen. This is going to load the num1 to the register R1. Okay, now first step is done. Now second step, what I will do, the second number I need to load. Okay, to load the second number, I'll be using R2 here, R2 and followed by address 4. So what this is doing now? So load num1 num2 to register R2. Okay, so now I'm adding offset of 04 indicating here. So this is my first number, this is my second number, 004. That's why I'm adding 04 here. Load R2 from the memory location pointed by R0 plus 4. Okay, R0 is pointing to 1 followed by 7 zeros plus 4. So now the second number also will be loaded. Okay, now what I will do, add R1. So like this is going to work here, add R1 plus R2. So I'm going to perform like this, add num1 and num2. So num1 is stored in R1, num2 is stored in R2. Now I'm going to perform both, and then result will be stored back to R1. So for that, very simple instruction, add R2 comma R1 comma R2. So this is a simple instruction which is going to add two numbers, add R1 comma R2. Okay, now after adding, store the sum to the location 0x100008. Okay, I need to store to the memory location 008. So if you want to do that, I'm going to use an instruction called str r1, okay, followed by r0 comma #8. So this instruction is going to be stored. str stands for store the summation which is stored in R1 here, and that R1 content will be stored in the memory which is pointed by R0 plus 8. That's what I told here. Okay, so now it's going to store it in the R1008. Now after that, just we have to end the code. Done already. So now we have to add this code to the source group. You can click on this here, and then you can take your assembly source here, and this is my program, add. Okay, so now I have added here, and then you go click on here, that's called target options. Click on this target option and use micro library, use this, and just click on okay. Now you compile it. So now compile, and also so now I'll enter into debug window here. So this is called debug window. You can check your output step by step. I'll show you how to check. Okay, now you can go to view here, and you can open, there is something called memory window. Click on this memory and open the memory window. So go here and click on memory. So memory, open here. Okay, so now memory is opened here, and I have already kept it with a memory location 100. So I will define two numbers. So I'll define two numbers here, 111 and then the 222. Okay, so I have defined my num1, which is 1 followed by zeros, and then 1004 in the memory location. So now I'll execute. Let us see what is going to happen. So observe, important thing what you have to observe here is So we have to observe many things. I will show you what and all you need to observe. So observe the first instruction, what it says: load R0 with 1000. Okay, so now you can see here R0 is loaded with some value. When I execute this line number 10 in the yellow color point, you can see this is my pointer memory, your program counter, this yellow color whatever you're seeing. So program counter, it's pointing to the R0 instruction. Okay, now I execute it. Now you can see okay, I made a small mistake here. Okay, it's I given only 6 zeros actually, so this should be, yeah, now this is correct. So now you can see 100. Yeah, now this is correct. So enter into debug window. Yeah, now observe here what is going to happen. So this line of code is now going to execute. Now R0 will be loaded with, yeah, now you can see R0 is loaded with 1 followed by 000. Okay, now in this memory location I'm going to define some numbers. I'm going to define some numbers here. Okay, 1 1 1 2 2 2 I have defined. Now what next instruction you see: load the content from R0 to the R1. Load the content from the memory pointed by R0. Now R0 is pointing to this memory location. That memory address it should know. Now you can see R0 is pointing here. The first data is loaded to R1. Okay, similar to that, now I'm going to load the second data. Click on here. Now you can see the second data is 222 loaded to R0. Now add R1 comma R2. Add R1 comma R2 and store the result in R1 again. Okay, so now I will execute this. Now you can see R0, R1 and R2 both contents are added and result is stored back to R1. Okay, now next instruction, now you see store the result which is stored in R1 to the memory location by adding R0 and 8. So R0 is pointing to 1000 plus 8 I'm doing that, nothing but this memory location. The result will be stored in this memory location. Now let us observe that what is going to happen. Now you can observe here. So this is your final result. Okay, so like this you can add, or you can do most of the experiments you can do in assembly language program as well. Okay, I hope this video is clear to all. If you feel this video is an informative video, click on bell icon, share this videos to your friends and